talking about speeches, you do write about how some of your speeches you think were distorted by the media, distorted by social media. But there is one particular speech where you actually say in your postscript that you referenced Hitler while making a larger point, and it was misconstrued according to you to mean the Modi government or strongman governments in general, with an allusion to the Modi government. And you say if you'd known that's how it would have been viewed, you wouldn't have used the word. But you do not express the same reservation about the Andho mein Kana Raja phrase, right? These phrases, as you look back at them, they were used to say Raghuram Rajan is talking beyond monetary policy. He's exceeding his brief here. How do you look back at these two phrases that came back to haunt you in some ways?
Let me take the Andho mein Kana Raja.
Yeah.
I said that somewhere in April 2016. Trace the progress of the Indian economy ever since I said that. It's been down. Every quarter we've done worse.
Are you saying that you were accurate in what you said?
I'm just saying I was trying to say let's not be complacent. That we have problems. Our real problems start when we beat ourselves on the chest and say how well we're doing. And then we don't pay attention to the fact that there's so much more to be done, right? I was in Beijing just before I came here. Of course, we've had this tension with them at the border.
Right.
But it is interesting how Beijing is turning around. The reporters there and saying, oh, you said you were the fastest growing country in the world last year. Who's the fastest growing now?
It's China.
So, you know, these things come back to haunt you. The thumping on the chest. Let others sort of praise you. Let others give you kudos for what you do. But don't thump don't keep, boasting, because the media will take it up for a little while, but investors remember that you said you were so great, what's happened to you? Because they come in and then they get disappointed. And you can't disappoint them too many times. And we need investors, given that we run a current account deficit, which is probably going to get wider in the future. My point was, as a central bank governor, I was saying, here is some good stuff. And that's what I point in the book. Follow the rest of what I said. Here are things that are happening. Here's good stuff. But we have to be a little careful that we're not complacent.
Right.
It was more saying to the international media, we're not thumping ourselves on the chest. And it was taken here as, oh, he's
being derisive about India.
And that was clearly not the intent. But if you look back, that was the truth. We were being a little complacent then, and we have not done so well since. And we have to reflect again, what is it that we're not doing to get our growth back to where it really should belong, in the 9 to 10% range rather than the 5 and 6% range. So we need to do a lot, and we cannot ever say we've arrived, because we simply have such a long way to go to even match the next BRICS country. We have such a long way to go. So we have to be much less boastful and much more focused on the work we need to do. That's one. On the other issue, you know, I didn't realize that I had my speeches sort of read by my sort of public relations team, as well as my my assistant, and I didn't realize that word would get associated with the government. And if you read the speech, it's about how India doesn't have government capacity. That we need to strengthen our government capacity because we are not doing as much as we need to do in public services. And instead it got focused on, you know, authoritarian government. That was not my